And fellow BeachBum traders, thank you for joining us for part 2 of our weekly trading game plan for the Thanksgiving week of November 21st through 25th. And in part 2, we will pick our top swing trading stocks to watch in our main watch list, in our bullpen, in our shopping list, etc. And we'll also stick around to the end of the video, the end of the stream, and we'll talk about additional strategies for trading during Thanksgiving week and also some trade ideas, etc. So thank you all for joining us. Glad to see some fellow BeachBum traders. Welcome, Walter Lyons. Glad to see you this morning. Hope you're doing well. So we'll go ahead and get started. So here's our Google document with our notes for part 2 of our weekly trading game plan for this week. Again, the week of Thanksgiving, November 21st through the 25th. And this is a publicly available Google document. It's got links to additional videos, resources, tools, etc. And all of our previous Google document notes for our weekly trading game plans are in a publicly accessible Google Drive folder. And you can find links to this Google document and that Google Drive folder in the description box below. Welcome to the live chat, David Spielvogel, Flip of the Shippa. Thank you for joining us for the live stream today. Glad to see you again. So, if you haven't already seen part 1 of our weekly trading game plan for this week, we would highly recommend you view that. It's titled Thankful to Make Money Trading. That contains our market analysis, our strategies, trade ideas, etc. from our analysis in part 1 of our weekly trading game plan for this week. Also references to what kind of to expect trading during the week of Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and holiday weeks in general. So again, you can view that via this link, and it has additional references for trading during holiday weeks, particularly Thanksgiving week, etc. Welcome, Johnny Trades, Nugam. Thank you for joining us in the live stream. Glad to see you as well. So we'll start out. We got a number of trades. We were busy last week, so we'll quickly review some of our trades from last week. Disney, we had taken a position in Disney when they had the kind of irrational negative reaction on their earnings. So we entered Disney on the 9th at 89.01. We got stopped out on the 17th at 91.17 for a small profit, about 2.4%. Equates to a monthly ROI of about 9%. So, decent ROI. Congratulations to all of our fellow BeachBum traders who made money on Disney. And as you'll see below, we will continue to watch Disney to try to catch it again when it reaches support. So I'm going to flip back and forth to Webull and review these trades. We'll see how they went. So 11.9 at 89.01. So you can see, there was my price target, got in when it hit that price target. You can see it dipped a little bit below, then ran up, and then when it rolled over on the 17th, you can see it was holding that pivot point for a while, and then on the 17th it dipped down, so we got stopped out. So, we made a nice profit between 89 and about 91 something. So 91.17. So, not a bad profit. And again, as you'll see, it looks like, Disney might roll over and come back down, particularly if we have a negative sentiment in the market. And, if it comes back down to near this 85 level, we'll take another shot at Disney. O is Realty Income. Again, we had entered a trade on September 23rd in Realty Income at 62.01. We got stopped out on the 15th at 64.54, made about a 4% ROI, monthly ROI about 2%. After also having collected 2 months worth of monthly dividends. O is a REIT that pays monthly dividends, so we collected 2 months worth of their monthly dividends plus made a 4% profit on it. So again, we'll take a look at that. Congratulations to all of our fellow BeachBum traders who made money on this swing on O, and we'll see if O comes back down again, and if so, we've traded O profitably many times over the years. It's probably our favorite REIT to trade. So, and it cycles regularly. So let's take a look at that one. So we had it for quite a while at 62.01. You'll see it rolled over on the 15th. So we see on the 15th it started to roll over, dipped, stabilized, but on that rollover we got stopped out. We were in at what did I say? 62.01. So we got in up here a month or so ago, held on to it for a while. If I go back 3 months or so, we could see that. So we've had it for a while, collected monthly dividends. When it finally got a price appreciation, we took the profit, and we'll wait for it to come back down below 60, 55, etc. So again, O cycles nicely, and we'll trade it again in the future. So welcome Ricky Khan, Ali in the Bay. Glad to see you in our live chat today. Okay, so another one we went long on is pets, and we had pets on our watch list previously. We also have done due diligence on pets in the past, and you can see that video via the link in the notes. You can see we went long on the 16th at 1891. It was part of the impetus for trading it on that date was it went ex-dividend on the next day, which was the 17th. So we wanted to buy it, collect the dividend, and then it's also optionable. So if it happened to decline, we could have sold covered calls against it as well. So we'll look at pets a second. So we see this had this, and again, another irrational reaction on earnings. And we got in on the 16th at 1891. So let me zoom in a little bit. So there's the 16th when it had that irrational reaction. I think I got a price alert. I'll look in the Discord in a second. And so we went long on pets, and then the next day it went ex-dividend. So we're going to get the quarterly dividend for this quarter because we bought it the day before the ex-dividend date. I think it's paying 30 cents a share as their dividend. And then it's now a profitable trade as well. So we'll see how that goes. If we happen to get stopped out, break even, we still get their dividend, and we can always buy it back again. So. Also, our SOX trade. So we had gone long. SOX is the short on semiconductors. We had gone long in SOX on the 14th at 33.34. We got stopped out on the 14th. That's probably, on the 17th at 35.33. So that was an ROI of 6%, equates to a monthly ROI of 60%. Congratulations to all of our fellow BeachBum traders who made money trading SOX in this cycle, and we'll swing SOX again if it comes back down. So let's take a look at SOX real quickly. 11.14 at 33.34. So as you can see, when it dipped down, we went long on SOX, then it appreciated, and then when it broke back down, we got stopped out at a nice, 6% profit just for a 2-day trade. So and again, we'll keep playing this over and over again. I'll move my price target down to the recent low, and if it dips back down there again, we'll play this over and over again. Now, if you're really nimble on these rollovers in SOX S, the inverse of SOX S, the long on semiconductors is SOX L, and that's a pair, you could day trade and make money pretty much any given day. So if you play the direction that it's going. So congratulations again to everybody who made money in SOX S. So if you want to get real-time alerts when we make these trades, when we get stopped out of these trades, etc., I try to send notifications through Patreon, so our Patreon members get notifications as quickly as possible in email when we make these trades, when we get stopped out. Also in our Discord, we have an alerts channel, and I post those trades in, if it's a triggered by a Thinkorswim automated price alert, then it will show up in the Thinkorswim alerts channel, so you can see when we got stopped out of Disney, we posted it there. If it's not related to a Thinkorswim alert, then I post it in the trade alerts, and usually there's a duplication in the trade alerts coming from our Patreon postings as well. So you can see, if you want to get real-time alerts of our trades, by joining our Patreon, you can get that information. Again, I don't ever recommend anyone blindly follow our trades or anyone else's trades, but if that helps you with getting trade ideas, taking advantage of some of these opportunities that we are trading, if that helps you succeed in your trading career, great. So, and again, none of this is financial advice. This is for education and entertainment purposes only. So good. Ollie on the base says, I think I saw you posted the Discord as well that you got into that pets trade, hopefully before the ex-dividend date, so you'll get the dividend, and let's hope it goes up. I didn't add any new lessons learned, but another feature of our Discord, and our Discord is free to join. There's just a few channels, the Trade Alerts channel, the Watchlist channel, that are exclusive to our Patreon members. But we also have a lessons learned channel where people can share and are encouraged to share lessons learned during their trading, so you can benefit from others' lessons learned. You can post your lessons learned. That way we can all learn together and all succeed in our trading together. So please, post your lessons learned in our free Discord. You can find an invite to our Discord in the description box below. So now we'll talk about our watch list updates. So we'll go to our real-time watch list in Webull. I'll spin through the changes first, and then we'll jump over to Webull and look at the charts. So the first one, as I mentioned, we're going to put Disney back on the watch list. It looked like it may roll over. If it comes back down, we'll take another shot at Disney. FAZ we've had on the watch list. We'll take a look at the chart in a minute. That's a bear 3x on the financial sector. Again, the financial sector stocks have been pumped up due to the interest rates rising, and there has been some volatility there. So we think we might get an opportunity to swing that. This is a kind of a lesson learned, and it's a good point, is Markforged. We had Markforged on our watch list as a 3D printer stock. It's been on a watch list for a little while. I've been meaning to do my due diligence video, do our due diligence on Markforged. I finally was able to do that early this morning, and based on the findings in that doing that due diligence video, we're going to take it off the watch list. And as a bonus for watching this game plan, here's the link to that due diligence video. It's currently unlisted, but again, you can access that due diligence video via this link and see why we're now removing it from our watch list based on the results from that due diligence. So again, kind of a lesson learned is, it's really worth doing your due diligence on these stocks. I could have bought into it. It broke down through our price levels. It is in kind of a steady decline. Fortunately, I didn't, because I found out I didn't want to hold it at this time. So again, listen to our due diligence on Markforged and why we're taking it off our watch list for now. So again, pets, we're long pets already. So if you are still interested in pets and didn't get long, it doesn't look like it's really run up too bad yet. OPP, we'll look at the chart. It's kind of run up. I've seriously considered taking it off because it's run up, but it does pay this pretty nice monthly dividend. So As of now, I've left it on, but if it keeps running up, we'll let it go. I'm not going to chase it. Again, stocks, we're going to take off as you'll see. If it comes back down, we can track it in our ETF Google sheet. And Seagate, still got Seagate on our watch list. And again, we have a unlisted due diligence video you can watch on Seagate and why we're watching that. And then USOI I added before market open on the 18th on the big drop in oil prices. USOI is a monthly dividend paying ETN. It's paying a yield of over 44% right now. I'd love to get a nice big chunk of it. If oil dips down to about 70, below 77 again, I'm going to get a big chunk of USOI, collect those monthly dividends. And we can do that for quite some time. So again, if you want to get intra-week or even daily updates to our watch list, our Patreons have access to a web page which is automatically generated after market every day. Picks up any changes to our watch list, our bullpen, etc. And then also, if I make any changes during the day, we have a channel in our Discord that the Patreons have access to. And like when we saw that big dip in oil on the 18th, I posted that out in this channel that we were adding USOI to our watch list. So if you want to get intra-week and even intraday changes to our watch list, our Patreons have access to that information. So welcome, Spacula. Glad to see you. Thank you for joining us. So let me grab a quick drink and then we'll jump over to Webull and we'll look at the charts for the items that we have in our watch list, remaining in our watch list for next week. Okay, just a quick reminder, if you're not already using Webull, they're still offering their 12 free stocks. If you open and fund an account, you can find our link, our affiliate link to Webull in the description box below. Again, it's our favorite trading platform. We do, as you saw in part one, we do our market analysis, we do our due diligence, we do the majority of our trading in Webull, which you can trade from 4 a.m. to 8 p.m. And I find there are some nice opportunities even at 4 a.m. So you can get 12 free stocks just by opening and funding an account. You get 2 free stocks valued up to $300 just for opening. And then if you deposit any amount, even a penny, you can get up to 10 more free stocks valued up to $3,000 each. So if you're not already using Webull, again, it's our favorite trading platform. And you can get 12 free stocks. You can cash them out if you don't like the platform. If you're not already using Webull, why not get your 12 free stocks? And then if you don't like it, you can cash it out. So I'm using the online browser version of Webull. So, and as you can see, you can have all kinds of different watch lists. So, you saw I'm tracking our trades from the week so I can review them with you all in a watch list. And then here's our primary watch list. These we're watching real time. I have some automation that runs on these, gives me alerts when they start moving up, down, hit our price targets, etc. So here you can see Disney. We talked about Disney when we got stopped out. If it rolls over now and comes down, now I'd prefer it down, 86, 85, down there again. Test that recent low, and then we'd go long again on Disney. So you can see it's got a decent amount of upside, up to maybe 126. So good $40 upside, and this 86, 85 was 52-week low. So this is the short on the financial industry. That leveraged ETF on finance, you can see it's a little bit higher than I'd like it, but if we do get a dip, you can see I'm sitting at this long time support level is where I'd kind of like to see it. Plenty of upside from 16 into the 30s. If the financial industry rolls over, we can see it's been kind of choppy. So we got some, a couple dips. It just didn't get down to where I wanted it yet. Here's OPP. That's that bond fund. You can see it's kind of run up above where I'd like it. I'd like it down at that 844. I've tried to buy it a couple times there. You can see it spiked down there a couple times. It's kind of choppy, low liquidity, so it chops around. If it keeps running up, we'll let it go, but I like that 20% monthly dividend. Welcome, Tanvir. Good to see you as well. Thank you for joining us. So here's Seagate. We've had that on the watch list for a while. It got beaten down on earnings, and then it popped up with the exuberant runs in tech. If it comes back down, again, you can hear our due diligence as to why we're interested in Seagate. It is a little high right now, so it'd have to come down. If we get some negative sentiment in tech, it may come down. So we'll see. And then USOI, again, you see the big drop when oil plummeted below 80. Oil went down to 77-ish on Thursday or Friday. And again, that's when we added USOI. Again, I'd love to get it, around this 70, 78, 77, 95 area. But if it bottoms and turns and oil's, around 77-ish or so, I'll probably get a big chunk of USOI. So now we'll look at our bullpen stocks real quickly. If you're new to our channel, first time watching this video, the concept of the bullpen stocks are ones we're not watching real time, but after market, I'll go and revisit them. They look like they might present an attractive setup for a swing trade. And again, each day after market, I'll go look at them. If their setup is improved, we'll put them in the game, move them up into our real-time watch list. If they break down or run away, we'll take them out of the bullpen. So we've been watching this ETF on dry bulk shipping for a while. As you'll see, it's not quite where I'd like it. Same thing with nail on home builders and supplies. We talked yesterday about, the home building sector being in recession. We'll try to catch a top and a turnaround in the home building segment and using nail. So we'll see what that looks like. Welcome, Judy Tubman. Thank you for joining us. Glad to see you in the live chat as well. Okay, so now we'll just look at those guys in Webull. So again, another watch list. Got my bullpen watch list. Here's the dry bulk shipping guy. Again, it looks like it's getting close. So again, we'll see if we can catch the bottom. It dipped last time at 694. It didn't get down to the 675 I'd really like, because you can see that's kind of a long-term bottom. Upside, it only goes up to about 10 or something near term, but we could see it kind of double bottomed here. If we can get another round and turn up, we'll take a shot at dry bulk shipping. And here's the nail, the home builder. So you see how it's cycled. Looks like it's getting close. It's run up recently a little bit. So it's a little bit high right now, but if we could get a dip, that looks like a pretty nice opportunity too. Got upside to maybe 41, so better than a double if we can get a good price. So, and you see way back in the past, it's been much higher, but again, the housing market's been in decline for a while. Yeah, Flippa says he's waiting patiently for Nail. Yep, that's exactly what we're doing too. Is we're just waiting patiently to get that opportunity. Um, okay, so now let's look at our ETFs. So we'll jump into our ETF spreadsheet or Google Sheet, see if there's any additional opportunities. Again, our Patreons have access to this Google Sheet 24/7. Um, This is a combination of using Google Finance functions and also data from our database. So every day at the end of the day, we recalculate price levels automatically, update our database, and then update this Google Sheet with support and resistance and bottom and top levels based on our database levels. I'll zoom them in a little bit more. Hopefully it's still legible. And then at the end of the day, I quickly whip through these guys, and anybody that's got, 3 to 4 greens, the greens tell me there's a risk reward profile of greater than 2. And then I look, okay, where's the last price relative to the support price? So, LabVIEW is the long in biotech, looks, got a pretty good risk reward. I'd like it down at support. But again, that's one, LabVIEW, LabD is the short, LabVIEW is the long. If you're a day trader, momentum trader, breakout trader, there's a bunch of these pairs that you can make money, pretty much any day. You just see which one's moving up, which one's moving down, and you can swing them just for the day and make good money. There's lots of these pairs, like I said. So if you want to look at a specific category, topic, etc., please throw it up in the chat. Otherwise, I'll spin through. Here's another pair that you can trade, any given day is China. The long on China is Yang. The short on China is Yen. We're currently long on Yen. Again, these guys bounce back and forth. Lately, Yen's been running up on the rumors of China reopening, but then if they do another lockdown, then Yen goes down, Yang goes up. So again, another pair you can trade any given day, make money day trading, momentum trading, etc. That's again a message we try to convey all the time is you can make money in any market, whether it's a bull market, bear market, range bound market, choppy market, doesn't matter. There are ways to make money in any market, and we're trying to convey that and help people make money trading no matter what the market's doing. It's just a matter of finding where the opportunity is and taking advantage of it. So just checking the comments. Flipper says, biotech, it's been choppy bouncing. It was beaten down, so it got, some money flow, some sector rotation because it was beaten down. Yeah, that's all I'll say right now about that. So here's our dry bulk shipping guy. We'd like it at 675. It's sitting at 709. You can see the nice risk reward profile that it has. So, 4 times profit. So that looks good. Here's the financial FAZ, the bear on financials. So it's a little below 2, but 52 weeks 2. So it's not great risk reward, but short term looks like a decent opportunity if it comes down low enough. Again, gold, silver, another set you can trade all the time. It runs up, runs down. Oil, natural gas, again, on any given day. Last week, natural gas was chopping 10% on any given day for a couple days. So, and the long and short on natural gas are boil and cold, boil long, cold short. And again, if you just pick which way is it going up or going down, and then when it rolls over and heads the other way, you play the other one. And if you're nimble, you can make a lot of money with these pairs. And oil gush and drip, gush long, drip short, or SCO, or UCO long, SCO short, so you can see which one is more attractive at the time. Right now, oil's going down, so the short side is more attractive. When it bottoms and turns, you can go the other way. Again, make good money. Welcome, Alan Krentz. Glad to see you also in the live chat. Okay, some of the other materials, we looked at the commodities yesterday, real estate. Again, you can play the indices. We've got longs and shorts on the various indices, so you can see which one's most attractive. We saw yesterday that it's kind of a doji, kind of uncertainty, so we see which one's headed in the direction tomorrow, and you can hear SOX S and SOX L, the long and short on semiconductors. So again, SOX S looks attractive, down at this 2687 area. Silver, ZSL, and AGQ. See, I've been getting alerts on ZSL, but it's really not at a top. So it goes much higher, which will drive ZSL down. So you can see the support on ZSL is 18. It's at 26. So solar, if you want a long solar, we see sector rotation every couple days into solar. A couple ways you can play it: raise or tan. Risk reward is not great, but not bad for short-term trades. Thank you for that suggestion, Spacula. Yeah, if any of you are in the Webull Mobile, the Webull community, and are willing and able to help us grow for the benefit of all of our mutual benefit of all of our fellow BeachBum traders. Apparently, the Webull community is only in the mobile version of Webull, and I don't really use the mobile. I use the desktop and the online version. I don't really do much trading on smartphones, on mobile phones. So thank you if you're willing and able to help in those regards. Here's TLT for Tanvir. I know he likes trading TLT. We talked yesterday that there's ways to play short. So a couple ways to play short if you want to do that is here's a 3x bear on the 20 plus, so that would be essentially the inverse of TMF would be TMV. You can see it's not terribly attractive right now, so it's high. If you want to play the shorter term bonds, there's TYO. Again, it's not really showing great risk reward profile right now. TYD is a bull. So again, you can keep an eye on those if they start to show up, as the risk reward profile getting close to support, then, that tells you, hey, it's a good longer term swing short. If you want a day trade short and it's going in that direction, TMV might be a good choice. If you see it went up on Friday. So I hope that helps. And then we've talked about volatility. It's getting pretty close. I'd like to see it, near 20. If the VIX gets near 20 prior to the next Fed interest rate decision, which is December 13-14, we would go long the long volatility, long the VIX using UVXY. So I'm watching the VIX specifically to see where it bottoms prior to the Fed interest rate, and then again we would go long the VIX into the interest rate decision, and then turn around and short it with SVXY. So again, something you can play any day, longing and shorting volatility. If you're quick, you can make significant money doing that. So okay, so if nobody else has any other categories you want to see right now in our ETF spreadsheet, again, Patreon members, you can see this, anytime, 24/7. I watch this. If I see, a sector moving, I can jump over here and see which ETF to play for that sector going in that direction. So, okay. Let me grab a drink. We'll talk about our shopping list stocks. Again, shopping list is, stocks you always wanted to buy. You're just waiting for a good price, waiting for them to dip. Get a irrational reaction to earnings or something, and that you should always have your shopping list ready to be able to take advantage of those opportunities when they come along. And we'll just whip through some of the topics for optimizing your shopping list, culling your shopping list so it is optimal for the current economic and market conditions. So just a sec. Hello, Just Joe. Thank you for joining us. It looks like you're new to our community. Welcome. Glad to see you here. Glad to see all of our other members having good discussions, helping each other out. That's what great thing about our BeachBum trading community is everybody is very helpful, help each other out. That's our objective. And again, join us in our Discord as well. Our Discord's free to join, jump in. Um, help each other succeed in our trading. So in discussing our shopping list, again, I think I mentioned yesterday our first attempt at a short. Uh, that includes our discussion from last week about don't get hurt from the FTX bankruptcy fallout. I'm sure you're hearing there's more and more fallout. I'm sure not all of it has come to light yet. Haven't seen the last of that fallout. You can view my first attempt at a short via this link. A couple weeks ago in October, we talked about zombie stocks, zombie companies, again, to be avoided. Um, so you can watch those videos about what does that mean? How do you avoid getting stuck in a zombie stock, a zombie company, a zombie ETF? Been talking about inflation proofing and recession proofing for a long time, and also strategies for, as we keep talking, interest rates are going to keep going up. Just how fast and how far, we don't know. But again, we want to make sure our shopping list stocks are going to be good for a rising interest rate environment. And whether we're in a recession or going into a recession, you want to make sure your shopping list stocks are going to be good for surviving through a recession. So you guys talking about natural gas, cold and boil. Yeah, Walter's a pro at trading natural gas with cold and boil. Right, Walter? Again, if you're nimble, great opportunities to make money. Again, be careful. It's natural gas is very volatile, and like I said, it'll swing fast, and it'll go 7-10% in a given day, and it's not always rational. Sometimes they come out and the inventory is up, and then you would expect the price to go down. It doesn't. It spikes up. So play the price action, but plenty of opportunities there. And natural gas seems to move faster than oil. So trade ideas. So something I just started doing, I was thinking about it, is selling cash secured puts and the pros and cons of selling cash secured puts in a retirement account versus having long-standing good to cancel buys. You guys, if you've been around for a while, I've got a number of good to cancel long-standing buys like on VTI, SVXY. I had one on AGQ, etc. So I'm starting to think about using cash secured puts and collecting premium while I'm waiting for those things to come down. So some of the pros of using a cash secured put is it generates additional revenue by selling puts. So if I sell these puts every month or whatever, and it doesn't come down to the price where I wanted to buy it anyway, I just keep the premium and sell it again next month. Some of the cons of that is it ties up the cash. So if that put gets sold, then that amount of cash is tied up until either that put hits and gets exercised or it expires. So, I can't just cancel the buy. Normally, if I had a good cancel buy, I could just cancel the buy. The money goes back in my buying power, and then I can use that cash to buy something else. So it does tie up capital, ties up cash, but on the other side, if the market's just kind of range bound, kind of choppy, I can sit there and generate additional revenue by selling cash secured puts. So the reason I say cash secured is because if it's in a retirement account or a tax advantage account where we do the majority of our trading, it has to be cash secured. So you have to have the cash to be able to cover the put if it gets exercised in a retirement account. Now, if you're in a margin account, a cash account, then theoretically you could sell it naked. That's risky because if it does get exercised, you potentially could get a margin call if you don't have sufficient margin to cover that put. And that's not something I would want to do. But again, so all the ones we're doing right now are all cash secured. And again, another thing I think, and part of the reason I'm doing this or experimenting with it is rather than sitting on all this cash, why don't I deploy it to generate some revenue? So we're just starting to test this out. So on Friday, the 18th, I sold my first cash secured put on BTI. Yeah. On BTI at the 175 strike for the December expiration date. And if the price declines on that put, so if the price of BTI goes up, then the cost of that put should go down. I will attempt to buy it back and just keep the difference, the premium difference. It's another, self-generated dividend, and then rinse and repeat. So I'm also working on some automation to assist myself in identifying when those prices drop and then what price to buy it back at or what price to buy these or sell these cash secured puts. So again, this is something we're starting to experiment with, something you might want to think about if that's another way that you could generate some additional recurring income is selling cash secured puts. Essentially, the philosophy is if it's something that you would buy anyway, like we've had this good to cancel order sitting just below 175 on BTI for months. And rather than just have it sit there, I thought, well, let's just sell this cash secured put. If it happens to go below 175, well, I would have bought it anyway. So if I get it because this cash secured put gets exercised, that's fine. So that's kind of the philosophy. If you would buy it anyway at that price, then you could sell a cash secured put. If it gets exercised, you would have bought it there anyway. So, and you've collected some premium and actually lowered your cost basis by doing that. So we're looking at other optionable stocks for which we've had standing good to cancel orders to use this strategy on. Again, another good candidate is your shopping list stocks. If it was something you were going to buy at a specific price anyway, when it got to that price, then that might be something you want to consider selling a cash secured put on. And again, then, if it exercised, you would have bought it at that price anyway. If it doesn't come down to that price, then you just keep the premium, sell it again. So I hope that helps. Let me know what you all think. Do you have experience? Post it in the comments in our Discord, etc. If you have any experience with selling puts, selling cash secured puts, what other pros and cons do you know of? Again, share with the community and again in our comments in our Discord. What's your experience with those? Do you like that idea? Yes or no? Why not? And let's work together and see if this is an additional strategy that will allow us all to make more money. So I have a couple questions and answers, and then I'll take anything else that you all have in a second. One of our BeachBum traders asked in our Discord, and I'll just pop this open, about how to read Form 4, SEC Form 4s. So I did a video on how to read Form 4 SEC filings. Please let us know, check this out. Form 4 is insider transactions essentially, and how to read them, what all the codes mean, etc. You can access, it's an unlisted video still, but you can access via this link in the notes. Let me know what you think of this format for a video. I'm interested to hear if you like it, like that format, don't like that format, why or why not. Put it in the comments in our Discord, etc. And it may allow us to produce more educational type videos like this more efficiently. If you like that format, if you don't, then we'd like to know that as well. So check that out. Also, speculation. Spacula asked in our Discord about Airbnb. So what are our thoughts on Airbnb? So I said I really need to do my due diligence on Airbnb. I kind of have a general concept of, and we have some experience actually using Airbnb. So I did do that due diligence video, and you can hear all about that. What do we think about Airbnb? Do you think, is it a good company to invest in at the current price? Again, you'll hear the answers to that, or our answers to that, in this video, as well as our experience with Airbnb. So again, you can hear all about that, hear what we think in terms of is Airbnb a good company to invest in right now and or in the future. So I hope that helps. So anybody else have any questions you'd like me to try to address? If I missed your question previously, please throw it up in the chat. And I apologize if I missed it before, but I will try to cover it now. And if not, we will wrap. You can always post questions in the comments below the videos. You can always, please, tag me in the Discord. Again, our Discord's free to join. You can find a link in the description box below. Also on our homepage, beachbumtrading.com, bum without the U. In the links section, you can find the invite to our Discord. We also have a Facebook group page, all of our other social media sites. There's a link to our Patreon as well, which is also in the description box. Also links to all the trading platforms we use, trading tools, additional resources, etc., additional reference links. So again, in the link section of our homepage, beachbumtrading.com, bum without the U. Again, tag me in the Discord with any questions you might have, as 1337 Duncan has done and Spacula have done. That way I'll see your question, and we'll try to respond as soon as we're able. So we hope this all helps. And again, shortened week this week. Reminder, markets closed on Thanksgiving on Thursday. Market closes early at 1 p.m. on Friday. Again, please go see our video about trading during the Thanksgiving week. We wish you all a very happy Thanksgiving weekend. Again, please see our part 1. We are very thankful for everyone in our BeachBum trading community. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for your help in helping us grow, helping all your fellow BeachBum traders succeed in their trading. That is our objective. And Please help us continue to grow. The more BeachBum traders we get in the community, in the Discord, etc., helping each other out, the more benefit everyone can realize. So again, we hope you and your family have a wonderful Thanksgiving week. If we don't see you again, thank you for joining us in our BeachBum trading community, and have a safe holiday, and have a good trading week. Bye.